Okay. Hi guys, how are you? Yeah. Wait, hold on. I need to redo that because it didn't sound right. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so I wanted to talk about how our mistakes actually benefit others. But I'm talking about my kid. That's what it's about. It's about my kid, not anything else. And so I can be, yeah, this is more of a serious video. It's not what I just did. I can't have video music and then it's gonna throw me off. I'm gonna end up making another like half-hour freaking video. Just say one thing. Okay, so let's talk about this. I was talking to somebody the other day, actually this morning, and I was talking to her because I help her bring her to work, and a lot of the reason why I do is because it's actually really fucking crazy. The first day I ever interacted with her was her telling me she was gonna beat the shit out of me. Actually, um, while she's saying this, somebody lied to her about me doing something or being something or whatever. So while she is telling me I've gotten shot, I've gotten stabbed, I've been in the fucking jail, she's like, the only reason why I wouldn't beat your ass right now is and take out my gun or whatever she said. She's like, it's because, I'm not trying to go to jail again for my kids. This is how I react. Well, not literally like that, but it did get like that. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's amazing that you would not do that because you don't want to go back to jail for your kids. And she's just like, yeah, like she still wanted to give me a fucking bitch attitude, but at the same time, she's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And and it was funny. And I don't want people to think like I'm saying this for a reason. Like I am saying it for a reason because you need to know the context, and it's just different when a different race does a different thing. But she is African American, so. And I'm not saying it because she was yelling at me. It was the way she was saying it, and it's how she looked at me after I said, "Oh my God, I'm so I'm so proud." That's what I said. I'm so proud of you for not doing this for your kids, so you don't go to jail. I was like, "Thank you. Like, that's awesome." You know what I mean? And she's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." So I ended up like kind of like befriending her, but not like whatsoever. So anyway, so we were talking this morning because I was going to bring her to work, but she ended up not having to work. And what did I brought that up? I was like, she's like, thank you so much for like asking me. She's like, I hate asking you. I don't want you to think I'm taking advantage of you. She's like, I am really grateful for when you do help me. You help me a lot, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I was like, don't even worry about it. I was like, if I feel like you are appreciative of the things that I do for you, I'll keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I'm getting a give and take, like, reciprocated, like, energetic, like, flow between a person, I'll keep doing things. You know what I mean? But if you don't give me that, then I'm going to cut you off. I'm not going to give you my energy, or help or advice or anything. Just any access to me. So, I was like, if I thought that you weren't genuine, like, I wouldn't even fuck with you. And so I was like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was like, I have a different kind of respect for you as well. I was like, because of the whole jail thing and, you for your kids. Now, this is what you need to understand of why, okay? My son's father, I've known him for 16 years now. I was with him for 13. He has pretty much been in and out of my son's life through jail, sober house, rehab, hospitals, psych wards, homeless, more than he was around, okay? So for her to not get clean, she wasn't on drugs, but like clean up her act. For her to stop doing that and not beating my ass because she actually cares about her kids more than her having to go to jail and proving a point and kicking my ass. Do you get it? You get it. I don't have to like really say anything. And that's why I said, oh my God, like, I'm so proud of you. Because she was like, I came so far, da da da. Like, as she's yelling at me, and I'm just like, thank you, So I was like, so I have a different level of respect for you because I see you working your ass off. I see you trying to get another car. You're not just like taking advantage of me, not giving a fuck, not trying to like get one because you think I'm just going to keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's literally 5 minutes down the street. So it's not a big deal. And she's my neighbor. Like, she lives right there. So it's not a big deal. But, you know, so that was the conversation. And then, so I said that, and then I talked about John, and I was like, you know, so it's January 29th right now. It's January 29th. And oh my God, that's funny. Never mind. It's for a reason. So it's January 29th. So, okay. So, sorry, I'm supposed to do something today, and I'm like trying to think of where I'm supposed to go, or if they're coming here, or whatever. So anyways, so we're talking about that. And I say, you know, like December 29th, so it's been, or 30th, no, 29th, so it's been a month now. My kid has given his father so many chances. I have too, but this is about his kid. You would have no idea how much of my kid is me. He is his father, but the good parts of his father, thank God. And I'm going to tell you kind of why. And his heart is so pure. Well, I mean, when it comes to certain things. But, so, what I'm trying to say is his dad has stolen from him over the years, you know, like birthday cards, Christmas cards, whenever they would come in the mail, he wouldn't tell anybody. Or he would give the card, but he'd take the money. But normally he wouldn't say anything, and he just throw it away because you can't give somebody a card that's already open. You know what I mean? So, so when that happened, he ended up getting better, it seemed, around Thanksgiving. I saw him, and shit went down between us, even though we hadn't talked for like 2 years. Shit went down between us, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if he started using again or what the fuck, because what he did was so crazy after. But also, when he starts working, he gets money. When he gets money, he has money to get certain things. So, but he's on methadone, so it's like, what the fuck? Anyways, so that happened. Now, December 29th, he sees his son. He's late because he woke up late. His dad's pissed. They go out to eat. They drop my kid off at my mom's. Now, remember, John's been around 16 years. He's so manipulating, and he's a Libra. So, he's the most charming fucking thing ever. Like, he's done so much shit. He's stolen from my mom, and it's so difficult for my mom to not feel like he's nice or genuine. And she's always like, I'm like, why didn't you do this? And she's like, I can't. He's just so charming when he like, and I'm like, yes, I know, but not to me. So it's easy for me to be like, fuck you. But he is whatever. So they went out to eat. It's funny. They went out to eat. Like, he smashed your car into my your brother's restaurant. Like, how the fuck are you going to look at him like he's charming? I mean, I did it. I dated him years after that happened. Because it was like nothing happened. That's how I used to, well, I'm still like that, but not with that kind of stuff. Kind of like just with weird things that, I don't know, it's just different. I don't know, whatever. Different things are normal to me. Not traumatic things are normal now. That stuff, chaos is not normal. The abnormal is not normal to me anymore. Let's just say that. So anyways, so December 29th. So he's all like, oh, can I go see your room? To see like if it looks different or what it looks like now, because my mom works in his room now, Dawson's room, my son. So he's taking a little bit, and his dad goes, I would go up there and check on him. So Dawson went up there and checked on him, and there was change like out, and he was like doing whatever, and he was stealing change from him. So he walked in, saw him stealing change. Now, you got to be desperate to be stealing change. Like, obviously, you go in there to get the bills. Thankfully, they had just taken the bills out of there and put it in a different piggy bank in my mom's room. And then he's like, oh, hey, buddy, I was just trying to put, like, change in your thing. Then why do you have stuff already, like, laid out? 10/12 is his birthday. Like, why are, like, he's not dumb. So, I don't know how you're working. You're, like, to that low. I mean, he's done some fucking low-level shit for no reason. He had it so good, man. I did everything. Paid the bills, paid for his drug. Like, he had everything. But, you know, you had that vicious cycle. Oh, my God, I feel so ashamed that I did that. I feel guilty. Let's keep getting high and have excuses and not change. Fuck me. Ugh. Like, whatever. It's your own problem. It's not. I'm not going there. So anyways, so my kid, I was telling her, he got into a relationship, his first real relationship, and when he was 13, okay. Or 14. I think he was 14. 14. So, in, like, to the capacity of, like, a high school relationship, like, they were so in love. Like, they were so cute. So cute. Okay? So cute. But, like, he really did love her. Like, to the capacity of what they know as high school students level. You know what I mean? But, you could tell, like, it was genuine. It was sincere. Especially because now she's doing stuff that she would have only have done if, you know, her heart was broken. That's too bad. But, there's something that he was going to give her last year for Valentine's Day that I got for her originally for Christmas. And it was a necklace and it was a heart. And I have one from when I was a kid. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea to do, because it was originally for Christmas, but it came in after Christmas, so it was going to be Thanksgiving, Valentine's. So what it is was, it's a necklace, and it's a little heart in the glass. It has a little flower in it with, like, glitter or whatever, but it has 2 pieces of rice. One of them says her name, and one of them says his name. I have one with my first high school boyfriend. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, my high school sweetheart. It's cute. But I still want to give it to her. That's the thing. Anyways, it's besides the point. So, you know, whatever. So he ends up breaking up with her. And I'm like, you know, so he talks to me about it. He's taking a shower. I'm sitting on the toilet. And we're just talking about, you know. And he's telling me everything. He's like, you know, you're going to think I'm petty. But here's why I broke up with her. And there's other reasons, but this is what my attention is on. The point. He asked her to do, you know, show your face on Snapchat. Do this, do that. And she said, you know, she would do those things, but she didn't. So he broke up with her. Now, he's like, the principle is she kept lying. Like, he even said, he's like, I know it's petty. He's like, I know it's dumb shit, but there's too much of it to say you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and you don't. Because at the end of the day, you're lying. So he broke up with her over the principle of over saying that you will do some things, but you don't. That's my kid. So I was really proud of him because he really liked her and he was really sad about it. He really was. Like, he was sad. And he has talked to her, you know, she's dated his friends, like, whatever. She's with one of his best friends right now, actually. But they don't have the love that they had at all. So it's kind of like he doesn't care, but it bothers him at the same time. I don't know. He's just weird about it. Like, weird in, like, a whatever way. Like, and he really, but he does care. Like, obviously, he's not lying that he doesn't care if he's telling me, like, yeah, obviously I care, but, like, it's just weird how he can be like that. I fucking love it, though. So anyways, so I'm talking to him, and I was like, well, you know, it sucks. I was like, but I'm really proud of you for being so mature about it, you know, because a lot of people, even as adults, not, like, not me, I did it, so that's the point. I was like, you know, because if you stayed in that, it would have stayed toxic. You know what I mean? And it, you know, people, especially kids, wouldn't know to do that, you know? And I'm like, you know, it could have gotten toxic, so you took yourself out of it no matter how much you cared and loved her. And I was like, because I didn't do that with Daddy. I was like, you know what I mean? So that's cool that you did that. And he goes, yeah, that's exactly why. He's like, that's another reason actually why I did do it. Because he saw me and John, how we were. That was cool. So, all his life, I have raised him the opposite way that I was raised. Because I know how I got fucked up. I know what I grew up with. I knew, you know, I know the cycles. And now that I'm older and I'm wicked into trauma, I can see that's why this happened. That's why this happened. Because my grandmother was like this, my great-grandmother, my mother, you know what I mean? Like, I can tell why, you know. So I do everything opposite. And I reassure him. I make sure he doesn't feel guilty. He doesn't feel ashamed about things, especially when something happens between us, because I'm his everything. Even on, like, his little TikTok thing, it says, like, for the little bio, it says, Ma and God. It's cute. I love it. It makes me so happy. But, and then, like, there was another thing on his Snapchat before. They had the little, like, ask me anything things. And one of them was, who do you text the most? And it was my mom. I was like, that's right. Anyways, so I'm his everything. I'm his favorite person in this world. And he'll tell you that. Anyways, so he is blatantly a product of his environment, the next generation that will be non-toxic. And that's because of me. And that's cool. But I remember when he was also younger. He goes, we were talking about like what he's doing. He goes, you know what I want to do when I grow up? And I was like, what? He's like, be a good dad. And I was like, you'll succeed in that. Don't worry. But so your mistakes actually can be very beneficial. Very beneficial. So for your future. Even for other people, it doesn't have to be about your kids or your family, like even for other people, because if you went through something and somebody is going through the same thing, you know how to navigate it. You know how to go through it. Unless like you still haven't, like you can give advice if it's helped you get more, you know, okay and being able to go through it, but obviously don't go to somebody for advice if they don't even, you know, whatever, know how to get through it or heal or just whatever. Like you don't go to somebody that's in a relationship that's toxic for toxic advice or marriage advice or career advice if they can't even hold a job. You know what I mean? Like you don't do that. So it was just cool to see how all my mistakes I've ever made or any mistakes anybody has ever made for me, he is a product of the opposite. I did that. He's a good fucking kid. Pure heart. Golden heart. Obviously he did his own shit. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's like this because of me. Like, no, he's him. You know, he just has morals, values, he has integrity, like, I mean, he's a kid, he does whatever he does in school and shit, but overall, he's a really good fucking kid. His friends are good kids, they all are, you know, in soccer, like, they're all really good kids. And his dad's like, oh, if he does drugs, then it's like, shut the fuck up. I want to fucking smack him every time he does that. It's like, just because you're a piece of shit doesn't mean your kid is. Genes don't do that. And mine would overlap yours anyways, and he looks like me, so. He's like, oh, it's not in your fucking DNA, it's in your environment. Stop saying that. It's not a fucking disease. So fucking stupid. I feel for people that have addictions because I've seen what it can do, but stop saying it's a DNA thing and it's passed down from your fucking father. No, it's passed down from your father for you to be an alcoholic because you saw your dad being an alcoholic. It's an environmental thing, not a fucking, oh, well, he'd go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. And this, in my situation, like, I'm talking about his dad, so I can say go fuck yourself because I went through what I went through with him, and nobody can fucking tell me. And the fact that addicts say that, I'm more saying fuck you to him, but either way. Like, who the fuck? so stupid. Oh, if you ever want to try weed, at least go to a dispensary so you know you're not going to get fentanyl and it's not going to be laced. I'll give you that. That's good advice. Really good advice. If he was going to smoke weed. And he's not. Like, he went the opposite way of me and John, his father. Because he saw what it did to John. He saw how his father was. He saw how he had a piece of shit father. And the things that he did. And the way he treated his mother. So he was like, fuck that. I'm not going to do what he did. I'm not going to be a piece of shit. I'm not going to make those mistakes, those decisions for my life. I'm going to go down the other road because I saw what it can do to you. And I don't want that. So, no, it's not your fucking genes. And your kid has to be led to the right way. And they have to already have their own sense of direction in who they are. And I don't make his decisions. I never have. I've always let him make his decisions through everything. Because then he knows how to navigate through life. He knows how to make decisions. He knows that he can't have expectations, and if he does, then he knows that he's going to get disappointed, so he has to accept people for who they are if he wants to allow them in his life. He's a different kind of kid. I raised him that way. But he's a free spirit. I let him do whatever the fuck he wants as long as it's appropriate, and he's not going to get in trouble, and he's not going to get hurt, and it's safe, and, you know, like, it's not obviously any of that, but I let him do what he wants. I let him make his own decisions as long as they're good, you know, and I don't mean good as in, like, what I think, I mean, like, safe, like, but, yeah, okay, I don't know how these videos are turning out so fucking long. Bye, guys.